Hello, fellow educators and researchers. Have you ever felt that the true essence of your students' learning gets lost between the final performance and the applause? Picture this. The moments when a student first masters that tricky rhythm on the xylophone, or the instant when a choir harmonizes perfectly after weeks of fine-tuning. These are the moments that matter, and they deserve more than just a fleeting acknowledgement. Today, we're diving into pedagogical documentation, an approach that captures the journey, not just the destination. Trust me, this is going to change the way you think about teaching and learning in the performing arts. What exactly is pedagogical documentation? Imagine a teaching approach that does more than record grades, one that tells stories. Inspired by the early childhood centers of Reggio Emilia, Italy, this method makes learning visible. It's about capturing moments, listening deeply, and creating an ongoing dialogue between students, teachers, and even parents. This is where pedagogical listening, as described by Carla Rinaldi, becomes essential. Pedagogical listening isn't just about hearing words or sounds. It's an act of empathy and understanding. It involves listening to the intentions, questions, and theories of children as they navigate their learning journey. By documenting this, educators can better support and reflect on the evolving process of student growth. But here's the thing. Traditional methods fall short in the performing arts. Think about bulletin boards. They're great for visual art, where static displays tell a story. But music, dance, theater, those art forms pulse with energy, movement, and sound, things that simply can't be pinned to a board. So, how do we capture this dynamic process through pedagogical documentation? How do we move beyond the limitations of fixed displays and show what truly happens during a rehearsal, a performance, or as students compose and work together on projects? The answer? We bring in technology and storytelling. I found that blogs, audio clips, and video recordings breathe life into the documentation process. Picture this, a group of students gathered around, using music to bring elements of their original stories to life. You can almost hear the sounds as they explore how music can enhance emotions, characters, and scenes. They experiment with non-pitched percussive instruments, blending and contrasting sounds to match the mood of their narratives. But here's the twist. They're not just creating, they are documenting. Digital tools capture their progress, revealing not only the final product, but also the journey. As their project unfolds, blog posts emerge, filled with text reflections, video snippets, and sound clips that capture breakthroughs and challenges. Each entry illuminates their creative process, making every step of their storytelling visible. And let me tell you, this isn't just for older students. I've done this with learners from kindergarten to grade 7, proving that even the youngest can embrace and contribute to digital pedagogical documentation. The term used to describe this process is called making listening visible. It's more than just a phrase, it's a practice where music making isn't confined to the moment, but is captured, shared, and revisited. Through this, students become more reflective, more engaged, and most importantly, more collaborative. This documentation method also supports self and peer reflection, essential components of deeper learning. When students listen to their own recordings, they gain the ability to critically evaluate their work, identify strengths, and pinpoint areas for improvement. They can ask themselves, did I convey the emotion I intended? Or, how did my timing change between takes? This process of self-reflection fosters independence and ownership of their learning journey. Peer reflection, on the other hand, turns the classroom into a collaborative community. Students can share recordings and receive feedback from their peers, offering fresh perspectives and fostering constructive discussions. This creates a safe space for dialogue, where learning is a shared experience, and students learn not only from their own progress, but from each other's journey as well. Unlike the visual arts, where progress can often be captured through hardcover portfolios, sketches, and static images, music exists in the abstract. It's fleeting, vibrant, and layered. How do you capture the resonance of a perfectly held chord, the emotional shift in a crescendo, or the subtlety of phrasing that only exists in sound? Technology bridges this gap, allowing educators and students to record, reflect, and replay these moments. Through video, audio, and digital storytelling, we move beyond text-based representations that fall short of conveying the richness of musical learning. In essence, pedagogical documentation transforms the performing arts classroom from a space focused solely on polished performances to an environment rich with exploration, growth, and shared stories. Each documented experience becomes a chapter in the larger narrative that values learning as much as the final performance, giving music the space it deserves to be seen, heard, and truly understood. If you're an educator looking to enrich your classroom and celebrate the story behind each student's work, consider integrating pedagogical documentation. It's not just an assessment, it's a celebration of learning. Let's make learning visible, one story at a time. Thanks for listening, and happy assessing.